Good evening and welcome back, those of you who are all warmed up like I am from the slow tempo and the mid-tempo jam. Here we are, fast tempo, performance tempo, good old exciting bluegrass tempo, and we're going to pick up where we left off on the mid-tempo jam. So those of you who have taken advantage of the break between the two sets, as I have, hopefully you're feeling even more warmed up and ready, hydrated, tuned, and we'll get started on an old Jim and Jesse song called I'll Love Nobody But You in the key of G. The old Collings has been a little bit haywire tonight. I have new strings on, so that's part of it. I think there's also sort of some changes in the weather happening, and all these wooden instruments are responding. Plus I had the poor guy out on a really cold gig over the weekend in Steamboat, so that's part of it. So I'll check the live streams real quick, make sure we're on, and we will take it from there. How's everyone doing? I hope you all are feeling good about your bluegrass playing, and I hope you are, as I am, thinking about this as a great opportunity to just practice and improve and do things that put yourself on the spot, right? I'm on the spot, of course. I'm sitting here in front of the camera being broadcast all over the world to our international jam community, right? So being put on the spot and putting some of the things you've been practicing to the test, and also just going through the motions, playing a bunch of songs. That's always going to help you to improve on your instrument. Okay, so we are up, we are live, and we're going to get started here. So I'll Love Nobody But You in the key of G. Just kidding. Let's take it back to kind of around where we left off on the slow jam. The mid-tempo, I should say. Okay, and this song goes. That's not how it goes. It goes like this. 1 and 4 and 5, 5, 1 and 4 and 5 and a 1. 4, 1, 5 and a 1. 4 and 1, 5 and a 1. Something like that would be a decent kickoff. Okay. And big harmonies on this one, right? Here we go. I'll Love Nobody But You in the key of G. You are going to kick it off. And you're going to do so right now. Just think about that rhythm. Don't, 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 don't. Keep the timing in your head. And take a deep breath. Here we go. I'll Love Nobody But You in G. You're kicking it off. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'll never love anybody but you, baby, baby. I'll never love anybody but you if you'll be my girl. Oh yes, believe me, it's true. Oh yes, I'll love nobody but you. I got it. be my girl. Oh yes, believe me, it's true. Oh yes, I'll love nobody but you. Play. I'll take you out every night, baby, baby. I'll take you out every night if you'll be my girl. Oh yes, believe me, it's true. Oh yes, I'll love nobody but you, me than you. I'll never love anybody but you, baby, baby. I'll never love anybody but you if you'll be my girl. Oh yes, believe me, it's true. Oh yes, I'll love nobody but you. Oh yes, believe me, it's true. Oh yes, I'll love nobody but you. Cool. Do little things like that to help your quickness. Like do one of these. That's a tricky move on guitar. It's easier on mandolin where the strings are a little closer together. There's a clean one. Go. Doing little short bursts of quickness help in this whole game, right? Moving on to John Hardy in the key of G. We know this, we love it. Bob Dylan's version is John Wesley Harding, right? It's like a Robin Hood story, right? I stole from the rich, gave to the poor, but then he became quite desperate, running from the law. And in this case, he gets hanged. Bluegrass set, someone's got to die. But we're going to play it as an instrumental, so you can think about whatever you want when you're playing this song. And we'll go twice through the form. So remember, it's in the key of G, and it goes 4 and 4 and 1 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1 and 1, 5, 5 and 5, 5, 5 and 1. Twice through. That's what you play. Now, if you are jumping into this and you're feeling a little bit over your head as far as tempo, I'll remind you, as I do every time, that you can always adjust your playing to make this work. You don't have to be dugga 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 dugga. You can be like... Try to get a boom strum in there now and then. And you can play the melody easy too. There's always something you can do, even if the tempo seems to be going by really fast. And I encourage you to do this, even if you don't feel like you're at this level playing the kind of stuff you hear me play, because it gets you used to those tempos. And eventually, you'll find ways to get your technique up to speed. Okay? All right, there you go. There's my sermon for you. And let's play John Hardy. So remember, 2 times through the form each break. And let's go 3 times through. I'm going to kick it off, being an instrumental. So I'll go me, 2 times, you 2 times, me 2 times, you 2 times, me 2 times, you 2 times. So 3 times through, and then you tag it at the end. Here we go. John Hardy in G. I'm kicking us off. take it around again. I want another one. thanks for indulging me the one more go round. I just didn't have a satisfactory break those last couple rounds. So sometimes you just play it and play it and play it till you get it right. Hope you felt good about that one. Now I will let you all know, as you may have surmised from the end of the mid-tempo set, I'm not looking at comments tonight. My laptop battery had just enough to start this, and so now I'm just looking at the camera and I'm not looking at the laptop because I forgot to bring my charging cord with me tonight. So I trust that you were there. I trust that you are communicating amongst yourselves on the chat, and I'm sorry I'm not checking in with you live tonight. But let's keep on moving with some music, and we'll get to Mighty Dark to Travel in the key of G. And that goes... It goes like this. And a 1, and a 1, and a 4, back to 1. And a 1, and a 1, and 1, 5, and a 1. So that's how it goes on the verses. I'm sorry, that's how it goes on the choruses and on the picking parts. And on the verses, it just holds the 1. To me she was my little angel, sent out to me from God above. On the day that I first met her, that I told her of my love. Okay? And every other time it goes to the 4. Except when we're singing the verses. Alright? And I have a kickoff that's sort of like the Bill Monroe version. It starts with the same lick, which is this one. 1, 2, 3. Like a little Bill Monroe mandolin thing. Okay, Mighty Dark to Travel in the key of G. And you're going to kick it off. Bum, 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 bum. Get that tempo in your head. And here we go. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. My sweetheart, she is gone. The road is rough and filled with gravel, and I must journey on and on. I got it. Me, she was my little angel, sent down to me from God above. It was on the day gone. Road is rough and filled with gravel, and I must journey on and on. Okay, fun. Skip the third verse to give us a couple more breaks, because we're here for the picking, right? Okay. Mighty Ducks Travel. House of the Rising Sun. We haven't done this in quite some time, but it's a fun little number to jam on. I'm going to back the tempo down a little bit because this is more just different. This is not like a fast jam necessarily, but it's just something that has a different set of changes and a bit of a sort of jazzy flair to it. But this is sort of like a Tony Rice inspired version of House of the Rising Sun, which for many of you was probably the first song you learned on guitar, right? And I learned from watching the Bob Dylan documentary, No Direction Home, that he stole these chord changes from Dave Van Ronk. It was an old song in A minor, or in a minor key, whatever key you sing it in. But this whole set of like the Animals version, which is the changes that we're doing. I'll run you through them. A minor, C, D major, F major, A minor, C, E, right? A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E7, A minor. That Dave Van Ronk is the one who came up with that set of changes, and then Bob Dylan went ahead and recorded his version, which he got that idea from Dave Van Ronk doing those changes, and then the Animals learned it from the Bob Dylan recording. So anyway, Dave Van Ronk came up with these chord changes. And I'm doing this sort of Tony Rice version where I'm going to do this riff. It's too fast. This is going to be like backed down a good bit from where we were. And it's this little vamp. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking an A minor and moving it up a whole step, and then that little lick. So whatever your instrument is, you'll figure out what that is. You know, it's just triads going up and down. You can do it up here. Or with these shapes. On mandolin, you'd have your version. Banjo, it's the same concept. But anyway, that's the little vamp. 4 times through this. Then da 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 da. Time to the song, jamming. Then 4 times through the vamp, but you're still soloing. Whoever was soloing keeps going through all this. Pass it on the next time through. Okay, so let's do that like 4 times all together. So I'll start the vamp, and then I'll play rhythm the first time through. So this is all straight, because I know that's the main thing, is just teaching you how this rhythm part goes. So you're playing lead the first time through, 4 times on the vamp, twice through the song form, and then 4 more times on the vamp. You're still blowing, you're still soloing, and then take over the rhythm at the next top of the next song form. Okay? So here we go. House of the Rising Sun. I'm playing rhythm and you're playing lead first. And we'll go 4 times all the way through. Here Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, little bit of an experiment, not bluegrass, but it's fun. Okay, a few more songs here on the list. Let's move on to this good old Reno and Smiley number called Long Gone. Unless there's a chance that I'm seeing, make sure I wrote down this set list real quick to make sure, I just want to make sure I've got everything. Yeah, we got them all. Okay, Long Gone is next. And that will be in the key of A. Oh, I get it. Okay. I know what we're doing now. Okay, Long Gone in A. We're going to be up around this tempo. Straight ahead song from Reno and Smiley. And of course, there's been lots of versions of this. And it goes. And a 1, and a 1, and a 4, back to 1. And a 1, and a 1, and a 5, back to 1. Something like that for a kickoff. Here you go. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. Get the tempo in your head. Take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. And here we go. Kick us off on Long Gone in the key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Long gone is how I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. I got I have tried to make you happy, still you say I've done you wrong. So I'm giving up, my darling. I'm gone, long gone. Long gone is how I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. Just a few short words of parting. Don't shed those tears, they won't atone. For my bags are packed to travel. I'm gone, long gone. Gone is how I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. Me than you. fast picking there. Good to take it around a few times. Get warmed up to that tempo. Okay, Hit Parade of Love in the key of C. Good old number from Jimmy Martin and the Sunny Mountain Boys. So it goes like this. 1 and 1 and 1 and a 4. 5, 5, 5 and a 1. 1 and 1 and 1 and a 4. 5 and 5 and 5 and a 1. 5, 5, 1, 1. 2 dominant to the 5. 1 and 1 and a 1 and a 4. 5 and 5 and 5 and a 1. So I need to straighten something out, and I realized that I always did the D minor. The way to climb for reach the top, because I like the sound of it. But once I get with other bluegrassers, nobody does that. They do the D major. So I went ahead and succumbed to putting a D major chord or a D7 chord on that chorus. And of course, on the breaks and the kickoff, we go straight through the form without those holds. So here's my kickoff. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, you got this. Key of C. Kick us off on Hit Parade of Love. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. From what I've been hearing, dear, you've really got it made. You got a lot of fellers and your lovers hit parade. If I can't be your number one, I don't know what I'll do. Gotta be plumb up to the top, I'm so in love with you. On the hit parade of love, I know I'll never stop. Got a long, long way to climb before I reach the top. But if I do get there soon, I'd really have it made. Then I know I'm number one in your lover's hit parade. Now it's your heart I'm after, 'cause it's so nice and kind. Ain't another one to take your place, would sure be hard to find. So put your arms around me, dear, and be my true love. Then I'll feel like I'm number one in your hit parade of love. On the hit parade of love, I know I'll never stop. Got a long, long way to climb before I reach the top. But if I do get there soon, I'd really have it made. Then I know I'm number one in your lover's hit parade. Play. Now if we work together, dear, like all good lovers should, we can make a go of it, everything would turn out good. We could have so much fun, we'd really have it made. Then I know I'm number one in your lover's hit parade. On the hit parade of love, I know I'll never stop. Got a long, long way to climb before I reach the top. But if I do get there soon, I'd really have it made. Then I know I'm number one in your lover's hit parade. Me then you. Play. Lovers Hit Parade. I know I'm number one in Lovers Hit Parade. Fun. Okay, we're getting warmed up to the tempos. Are you? I hope so. Again, I can't look at your comments tonight. My laptop died, or I didn't have the the plug for it tonight. But I managed to get this up and running, and hopefully I'm still live, and hopefully you're still looking at me. I feel a little bit sightless here, but I'm seeing the live symbol on the camera, so I think we're still on. And we got a couple more songs to go, and we're going to be getting up to the faster tempos here, starting with Ridin', That Midnight Train from Stanley Brothers, key of G. Stanley Brothers had lots of songs they played really fast, so that's why lots of Stanley Brothers songs end up in the fast jam, right? 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 4 and 4 and 1. 1 and 1 and 1, 1. 5 and 5 and 1. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Few different ways to navigate that 5 chord. The 5 chord comes early. A lot of people jamming this song don't notice that. I managed to get through an entire jam where nobody followed me. They went, wherever I may go. But the song goes, wherever I may go. And this whole time, the bass player, nobody followed me. They just did their one. I'm like, come on, like follow the leader, right? I like to listen to the original recordings. And if I like how that's done, I'll do it the way they did it. You know, there's reasons why, you know, Tony Rice or so-and-so like might have rearranged something and sort of, you know, done their version of it. That's cool, you know, and if you dig that version, do it. But don't do it without checking out the original, at least, to see what he changed, right? Okay, that's a rant, but I'm giving you all a breather. And telling you to go straight to the 5, at least the way the Stanley Brothers did it. So that's what I'm going to do, and here we go. Get that tempo in your head, and get ready to kick us off on Riding That Midnight Train, singing a big Ralph Stanley style tenor. I'll bet some of you will do. Okay, here we go, kick us off. Key of G. Da, 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 da. A 1, a 2, 1, 2, 3. No matter what I say or do, you're never satisfied. I've tried and tried so many times. I'm leaving you now, goodbye. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. I got it. You broke the heart that trusted you. I wasn't made of stone. I'm left in this world as dark as night, yet I must travel on. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Play. never born, I'll never understand. To fall in love with somebody like you, in love with another man. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Me that you. Train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Okay, fun. All right, we're closing it out with another Stanley Brothers song, and we'll get up to the key of B for this one. Sorry about the one key change. I just was going in order of tempo, and this made sense to stick the G number in there. So get yourself ready for the key of B here, whatever you got to do. You fiddle players are rolling your eyes at the rest of us, as are the mandolin players. And we'll do Nobody's Love Is Like Mine, a song of boasting. And also a song of real desperate attachment. Another one of those leaving songs. He's not advertising this to the world, he's advertising it to this woman who's, or this spouse who's about to leave him or her. So there it is. Nobody's Love Is Like Mine. In the key of B, it goes 1 and a 1 and a 4, 1 and 1 and 5, 1 and 1 and 4, 1 and 5 and 1. That's kind of my kickoff. I play this song every now and then, so sort of have a kickoff worked up. But da, 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 da. A fine kickoff would be that's the melody, right? So that would work just fine. Let the busy rhythm kind of be busy around you. That's a good trick. I'll try to do a break like that, just kind of a simple, what I call eighth note version of the melody, halftime. Anyway, however you would like to kick this off, go ahead and get yourself ready and kick us off on Nobody's Love Is Like Mine, key of B. And hope you're singing big harmonies too. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Chorus. Nobody's love is like mine. No one's faithful, kind. Nobody's love is like mine. You tell me that you found another, now you are going far away. Why do you leave, little darling? I love you both night and day. Nobody's love is like mine, no one's faithful and kind. Love that is true as the ocean, nobody's love is like mine. Just go on dreaming, wondering why it could be. Someday, little darling, you'll be sorry for the way that you've treated me. Nobody's love is like mine, no one's faithful and kind. Love that is true as the ocean, nobody's love is like mine. Me then you. The ocean is blue, nobody's love is like mine. Okay, we did it. Well, thank you all so much for being here tonight. And again, those celebrating Yom Kippur, I would like to say Gemar Chatima Tova. I learned that from Marissa. If you're listening, thank you for teaching me all of these ways. And shout out to Rabbi Joe and everyone down at Temple Emmanuel for also teaching me some cool ways of the Jewish tradition. Okay, so New Year, 5784 on the Jewish calendar. And for the rest of us, it's another beautiful week. And summer is wrapping up. The leaves are changing. I'll be in Salt Lake City tomorrow night playing with Chris Pandolfi, Jeremy Garrett, and Ace Engfer. It's going to be a good old time at the Depot, Salt Lake City. And then I will be back with some jams coming up here, probably another few weeks before I'm back at least. And I will keep you posted on that. So don't be strangers. Come on by and check out Flat Picking Academy on ArtistWorks. Those of you who are on Flat Picking Academy, make sure you get me those video exchanges. I've got a full chunk of time blocked out Thursday to get back to everybody. There's a handful of them in the queue right now, and look forward to keeping up with all of you. Okay, thank you again, everybody. I'll catch you down the road.